Okay, we've got an Elden Ring story, part 11, and a fucking kookaburra. Great timing. Oh my god, I fucking hate birds. Yeah, so I got this piece of shit boss, the Godskin duo. God, they suck. I guarantee if I was to be faced against them again, it'd probably take the same amount of time. However, I'm way more knowledgeable and confident, and you know, I've got a better fucking weapon. What am I using now? I'm using some weapon. Don't know what it is. It's effective. Definitely not as effective as the current one that I'm using, or shall I say, the one that I used to defeat Radagon. Spoiler alert: I finished this game. So yeah, but look, this one was effective for what I needed it to do, which was kill these motherfuckers. But yeah, this is kind of a showcasing of how I learned how to battle this fat fuck and this skinny fuck, right? Because even fighting these guys solo, you know, I literally almost gave up fighting the first Godskin Apostle, the fat guy, because he was so annoying and just sucked. And then, yeah, the first time fighting the skinny one in the underground tunnel in Caelid, under the what was it called, the Divine Tower. He sucked, man. Trying to figure out how the fuck. And you know, I was probably using my fucking torch in my left hand at that time too. You useless prick. So also, here's a tip, which I didn't do it then, but you can actually block that fat fuck from when he's rolling around. You just block it, and it won't hit you. I don't know if I do it in this round, but since figuring it out, I know that I can do it. So yeah, that's my technique. I'll run in, go behind the thing, summon my fucking mimic, heal, and I try and take them on one at a time. That's one thing I've learned. It's probably pretty damn obvious that, you know, it's easy to take them out one at a time, but I figured skinny fuck's got less health than the fat fuck. Is way easier to take out than the fat fuck, so just stick within my glue. You'll be right. Again, my mimic tier, I believe he was only, maybe +5, so he really wasn't high end. So I'm taking out that guy, and I had done that a bunch of times. But the fat guy just gave me the shits. Plus, you know, I was talking in whatever part earlier about, I don't know, some level, how it would be great if they added destructive environments, you know. But this one they surely did, because, yeah, you could take out fucking pillars, right? And that's kind of cool. Well, it is cool. However, it's irritating when you need to hide from the motherfucker and he's taking out the things for you to hide from. So that's when he's healing and shit. So yeah, so that was cool. It's not an easy fight, but it was fun. It was challenging, all that shit. So he's gonna try and fucking that's probably the most effective move. No, it's the wrong term. That's the best move they can do when you want to. Yeah, I waited way too long for him to fucking come back like that. Because this game isn't about luck. It's not about luck. It's finding the opportunity and then taking advantage of it. Right? This is the last pillar, I think. So yeah, so that skinny ass motherfucker, when he's doing that, you know, I call it the grenade when he's throwing that shit at you. When he throws that fucking grenade at you, you run, you dodge and duck under it, and you just. It's essentially having like an attack of opportunity, you know, a free attack. And yeah, you take that opportunity and you fucking do it. Oh, there's still another pillar. Yeah, these guys just weren't fun. But I was at the stage where I had fuck all health to get rid of, as in, you know, I had a quarter of the health left to go to kill these fuckers. I had, what, maybe 5 more Estus flasks to use. And I just wanted them gone. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to progress and go to the next bit. See, in my mind, this was the second last boss of the game. In my mind, fuck, I was wrong. But you know, and that's attributed to I didn't look up much information about the bosses, the game when I was playing it. The only thing I really looked up was when I'd beaten a boss. I would look up online how other people beat the boss, and just to see the difference in what I was doing as opposed to what they were doing. And again, you know, I'm quite shit at this, but again, I finished it, so it can't be that bad. And again, it's not luck; it's the opportunity that's. I took advantage, Jesus Christ bananas, of the opportunities presented to myself. Fucking run. So I had, yeah, no more flasks. Whoa, I had to really be methodical. Oh, did I hit him? Fuck, I'm so close. Fucking hit him before he heals. Get him. Yeah. And it just sucked, but it's super rewarding, you know, super satisfying, and that's it, you know. Again, I'm like, oh cool, that's the second to last boss. I am so close to finishing this fucking game. What am I, level 129, almost 130? I think when I finished it, I think I stayed on about 130, maybe 140, but I was roughly about 130 something. I didn't want to go above 140. I can't remember why. Yeah, so that was the Godskin duo. It was just shit. As in, you know, I learned a lot about attacking and defending and all that bullshit, but it was frustrating. So I thought, cool, that's the second last boss. Now I've got Malekith, the Black Blade, which in my fucking naive mind, I'm like, this is gonna be the last boss. So I don't know what sword I've got. It's definitely not the big ass sword I used to defeat Radagon with, but it's good. And at least, you know what? At least I'm doing it two-handed, not like, you know, having a torch in my left hand, which was fucking useless. However, I'll say this: the torch is very handy for you know, dark places, caves and that shit. But then I realised that you can use that lantern thing, so you just equip it, press square, and you know, you don't need your torch because you're forever illuminated. So I got to this bit and I'm like, wow, look at this amazing scenery with this twister going on. Dragons flying around. So at this stage as well, I had already destroyed the tree sentinel. No, I hadn't. No, he's right there. No, that's right. Because I bypassed him a few times. I'm like, I don't need to fight this bitch just yet. I'll wait. I just wanted to finish. You know, at this stage, I really just wanted to finish the fucking game. I'd been playing it for, I don't know, 8-9 months. I just wanted to finish it. No, that's right. It was 8 months at this point. It took me another month to finish Malenia. She just sucked ass. So yeah, so I got two-handed. I got my what do you call it? My mimic, and I was learning around this point to block. Even with my sword, I was learning to block. You wouldn't think that you can block with a sword, but it turns out you can. So
what was this guy's name? The Beast Clergyman. Because he also appeared in some temple thing in... What the fuck is that? In Caled. But because I defeated him after I defeated Radagon, and he was actually still pretty tough, even for a technically a non-boss. He was an NPC. He was probably the toughest NPC I've faced. Not that I've faced, all the other fucking NPCs. So yeah, second form. This is cool. And that was actually that's right. So this is actually technically the first attempt at this guy. It's funny. The majority of bosses, the first attempt, apart from Malenia because she just sucks, the first attempts I'll do quite well, and then I do shit until the millionth try, and then I'll fucking finish it. So it's cool. He's stabbing his little dagger into the rune of death, and then there's a bigger sword. So it's cool. So a lot of his clothes are fucking burning off. I guess that's the right word. So it's cool. So speaking about shadows, so this is, what's the fucking name? Marika's shadow, because the shadows are like wolves or animals. Because I know Godfrey's was a lion, Radagon's was a fucking red wolf. So yeah, all these enemies have these shadow characters. Rani had Blide. So yeah, he fucked me in the first go. But it's okay, you know. It shows how powerful he is, what to watch out for. He does some Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, look at those Dragon Ball Z moves, right? So then I get into a second form again. And watch out for him. And my Mimic has already died at this point. It took me a while to figure out. Jesus, not Big Jesus, I figured him out already. It's Dragon Ball Z time. Yeah. So, yeah, cool boss. And again, at this stage, I legit thought this was the last boss. Because look, he looks like a last boss. If you think about Dark Souls 3, which again I finished it 3 times, Claim to Fame. That the last boss of Dark Souls 3 was fucking what was that guy's name? The Soul of Cinder. You know, he was pretty badass, and Malekith's pretty badass. So, you know, I thought he was the last guy. Plus, I'm at the very highest point in this fucking game. Where else is there to go? I assumed kill this guy in the Elden Ring place. Look at that block, by the way. What a magnificent block. And this is the sword that I'm compensating for, like a fucking sword from Cloud and Final Fantasy. This is the shit. This fucking sword, man. Oh, I love it. Surely, whatever the oh man, you don't get as much. What's that fucking word? Where it takes a lot of recovery. The recovery time for the sword is not as good as other ones, but the damage and effect it has outweighs the recovery time, I think. Anyway, upon using it now, I think this is the first time I actually used this fucking sword. I didn't use any other sword afterwards. It fit my game style, my play style perfectly. So let's get this fucking guy. But yeah, this clergyman was cool. I had to learn a lot of his different attacks. Because there was one attack where he sends boulders, and then even after that there was another attack where the boulders landed on you. You have to like watch out for that and get ready for it. So fucking Dragon Ball Z, man. Yeah, again, he's a. Legit, if Malekith was the last boss, I would have been happy. I would have been satisfied and gone, yep. Because he still took me a while to fucking beat. And he was a fucking challenge. Look at Dragon Ball Z shit. It's a cool design. So yeah, so I'm interested now to figure out other bosses, other characters with shadows, which the shadow does. Said Rani's shadow was Blide. And I wonder if your character, if the Tarnished has a shadow as well, you know, or if Torrent is the Tarnished shadow. The Godskin duo, I don't know if they have shadows. But it's an interesting fucking concept anyway. That's right. So what happened? The Black Knight Assassins. They're the ones that stole the Rune of Death, so they could kill Godwin. But apparently that was from Rani's design, and apparently it was also from Queen America's design as well. Like they both wanted it to happen. So it's very fucking odd. Very confusing. I don't know the law side is. And he's about to fuck me again. See, he's behind me, but I can't see him. I think he's behind a fucking pillar. But no, he's fucking... He's right there. Ready to fuck me again. Hi. But again, I'm learning out all his attacks, what to block, what to dodge, and it's all about learning. Die from learning. And shit, upon watching this a bunch of times, I've learned a lot more. So if I am to, when I do New Game Plus, I'll have more of an idea of how to fuck them up a lot easier. How about these guys that can fucking go through Elden Ring and go through all the bosses the first turn, you know? Like that's discipline, man. That's some awesome playing. So fuck me again. Looking like a pussy trying to hide behind the fucking pillars. See that? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. You know, with the Godskin duo, they could take out that bastard. Could take out all the fucking pillars. So it was a destructible environment, whereas this one is indestructible. Still cool nonetheless. But yeah, at least it gives you time, a space, I should say, to fucking hide from. And it's not cheap. It's not cheap to hide. It's a tactic, right? Oh, fuck. It's like some Sonic shit. What do you call it? Like an echo thing, like a sound blast. I just saw that fucking Black Panther movie today, the Wakanda Forever. Pretty fucking average. But yeah, they had the Wakandans were using some echo sound bite thing to fucking to attack the Atlanteans. I don't know, I'm rambling here. So yeah, I'm doing better at blocking this guy. Not the best, but I'm doing better. Jesus Christ. And look, I'll admit, sometimes I was actually trying to get him to jump off the fucking edge, just so it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, so by this stage as well, I had defeated that sentinel tree, that fucking prick on the horse. So this is a pretty good run. I really liked this run, just because of my my skills at this point. Block. Fucking yeah. Sure, he had half health, but because of him. But I was happy. You work out your run, just like skateboarding. You have a run, and yeah, no, I was very happy. We actually fucked him quite quickly. Fucked him as quick. Yeah, right. So look at that. So I think I only used maybe one Estus flask, maybe two. And I learned heaps. I learned to dodge. That was cool. That attack went over me. Didn't even hit me. So not just the fact that you can jump in this game, but you really can. Yeah, dodge. Oh, that was a good hit. So my fucking nice. So my summoner just died, but I had enough fucking clout to fuck this guy up. And again, yeah. Right, so that's Malekith fucking gone. I was quite stoked with that. Again, at this stage I thought this is the end boss. This is it, done. I finished the fucking game, right? Thank fuck for that. And I think they gave me like 220,000 runes, I think. I can't remember. I have actually yet to try the sword out. I don't remember what it's called. Actually, I don't even know if you can use it. Maybe that's the Black Blade or something. I don't know. It's a very cool design. It does remind me of the Soul of Cinders from Dark Souls 3. I haven't played that game in years. I've got the HD remake of 1, 2 and 3. I should go and replay them one day. I've never finished Dark Souls 1 or 2, but I plan to do it one day. So that's, yeah, so that's, at least that's 2 bosses in one video, part 13. No, am I on part 13? No, I'm on part 11. Fucking skipped ahead. So this is cool. So you're seeing the lands between, and they're all looking at that fucking Erd tree in wonder and what the fuck's going on, these guys. And then it just turns red. Right? And I still don't really understand why it goes from gold to red. I'm sure I've heard why, but I've fucking forgotten. But maybe because it's burning. Maybe that makes sense. You'll be Elden Lord yet. You'll be Elden Lord yet. Yeah. So eventually, obviously now we know that once you defeat fucking Radagon, then you are the Elden Lord. Really depending on the ending. I guess actually, you know what? Yeah, I think every ending is 5 or 6 endings. I think, yeah, any ending you become Elden Lord. Even that one where you've got like the frenzy or something, and then the one where you're the shit demon dude. You're still technically the Elden Lord. So and like who knows? Who knows? There may even be an extra secret, ultra secret ending that no one's found yet. Even all the data miners haven't found it. But it's amazing. You go into, well, I went into this game thinking there's no way I'm ever going to fucking finish this game, and I haven't done it yet. But I mean, obviously I have. But in those videos, I've got like 3 bosses to go. But you know, anything's possible. You know, a carrot was president. So just fucking just do it. Just do it. Even if it takes 9 months. Look at my claws. My fucking glove claws. They're cool. Now, so yeah, get back to this area where it's all shot to shit. There's fucking sand and dust and shit everywhere. Right? In Landale. And it's just gone to shit. Amazing. Right? And everything's changed. Because I looked at the map and I'm like, well, technically there should be some more sites of grace around here. There should be the other area where you can teleport into the Divine Tower, but everything's gone. You can't access as much. So until obviously later you find out that you can. Right? But yeah, I was a bit taken back. Like, hold on. I was up on a fucking floating city in the sky, and now I'm back here. So where the fuck do I go? Have I finished? It's still in my mind. I'm like, I've finished the game. So where do I go now? Is it free play now? Can I go anywhere? Didn't really know where to go. So I don't know. But you know, eventually I find my way. So what do I do? How much do I get? 220. So I go from 130. I think I'll go to 131. So I think I'm like 151 now. After completing like Malenia, dumb bitch. bitch. Yeah. So it's good. When I do New Game Plus, I'm definitely going to have high dex and high something else, and because you can get stronger and shit throughout the game. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. That was, what was that? An Elden Ring story part 11. Make sure you stick around for part 12 next time. Cheers, everyone. Bye.